Is this a playoff caliber team?
What, Cowboys?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, yes, yes. And it's because you saw number 4 out there today, and you saw what I think we're capable of doing in the running game or that type of deal. So, yes, I fully dare. Now, we've got to, as we evolve toward the playoffs, we've got to get better defensively, certainly.
Now, Stephen A., you know we got to come to you first. What's your reaction to what Jerry Jones had to say? Is this Cowboys team a playoff team?
Well, I think his offense is a playoff caliber offense when everybody's healthy. I think his offense is. The defense is trash. It's awful. It's awful. And then, listen, on a particular day like this, let me throw myself out Front Street, Cam and Dio. I was honored by the Nancy Lieberman and her foundation with the Lifetime Achievement Award Saturday night. And Jerry Jones was my surprise presenter. I mean, I was touched by it. I got to admit it. You know, the man showed up to present me with the Lifetime Achievement Award. I couldn't believe it. You know, I was very, very touched, very humbled. Thank you very, very much, Jerry Jones. That's my Libra buddy right there. But I got to tell you something right now. We got to call it like we see it with this football. And his defense is horrible. I mean, horrible. They can't stop a cold. And there's no way on earth that you can expect that offense to do but so much. Dak Prescott is not only going to have to put up points in bunches, they're going to have to do more than that. They're going to have to milk the clock. They're going to have to do everything they can to save the defense from being seen. Because every time we see these brothers, they look horrible. The Giants, we thought the Giants, what they did to them was bad enough. I never expected them to get annihilated the way that they did yesterday by the Chicago Bears. They got their ass kicked. And they don't have a rush. They don't have much of a secondary. It hurts me to see Trayvon Diggs suffering the way that he's been suffering, because I got love for the brother, no doubt. And obviously, you know, that nasty injury that he's had a couple of years ago, he's still healing from. He don't look 100% at all. But in the end, what it comes down to is that this team is not a playoff team only because you can't defend against anybody. The offense can only do but so much. And I'm going to reiterate it regardless, against the expertise of both of y'all, which is obviously significantly higher than mine when it comes to football. I don't give a damn what you say. You see that dude, you see, you know, Slim Shady and CeeDee Lamb. You do not put him in the backfield to run, to have a running play when you're going to have to deal with some of them linebackers out there. That ain't his game. Okay. That ain't why he got paid $136 million. I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Okay, no, this is the worst defense in the NFC right now. Okay, so no, you're not going to be a playoff team with the worst defense in your conference. I agree with Stephen A. It's a playoff caliber offense. The last thing I'm going to say about the ridiculousness in the backfield, the team that they just played did it to DJ Moore 3 times, who's probably somewhat similar of a stylistic wide receiver, maybe a little bit thicker. Teams are doing this all the time. I've watched the Vikings hand the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Sticker.
Okay, stop. You're wrong.
DJ Moore ain't their number one option. Odunze is. And number 2, again, he's thicker than CeeDee Lamb. You got to take that into consideration. I'm not going to hesitate to give Cam the football. I'm not going to hesitate to give Cam the football, but I'd hesitate to give Dan Orlovsky the football out of the backfield.
Yeah,
I'm having a wonderful morning. I'm having a wonderful morning.
But this needs to be said, though, and I'll give you some type of football one-on-one, so to speak, for everybody that's watching. When you have a dynamic player in CeeDee Lamb, you have to find different, intriguing ways to give him the ball. Now, I'll give you a schematic, so to speak, of what coaches may think. When you play man-to-man, you can bring in additional players to kind of shadow a guy like CeeDee Lamb. Well, if you put him in the backfield, then what? What are you going to do then? So that's why Debo has been effective. That's why the DJ Moores have been effective. That's why you call them gadget players have been effective, because we have to find different ways to get them the ball. Now, this is the thing that I would say in regards to the Dallas Cowboys defense and Trayvon Diggs. Well, a lot of the times you see Trayvon and you want to say, hey, he's not 100% yet. But being 100% and being out of position is 2 different things.
Yeah.
If he's out there limping, if he's out there, second guessing or playing slower than expected, that's not what we're seeing here. We're seeing a person who is well and capable. I'll take you back real quick. A couple years ago, when I was in the league, I had the opportunity to work out with the Diggs brothers. and to see them compete. I'm talking about, bro, it's like Cain and Abel on the football field. And then as soon as you get off the field, that's where the brotherly love comes in there. They compete. I was a fan then, still am a fan now. So when I see certain things happening, I'm like, whoa, bro, that ain't what You're not upholding your end of the bargain. And when you look at, what Jerry's saying, as far as being a playoff team, I really do think that they are a playoff team. What I would have wanted to see, let's put some pressure on that Chicago Bears team. Because what we do know, Caleb will put the ball in jeopardy. Okay, how do we make him feel the pressure? Let's not turn the ball over on the first drive, which we got guys going on.
I can't let you say that. You in your heart think they're a playoff?
I'm about to say, I hear a lot of ifs, ands, buts, maybe.
So
you can't be a playoff team.
Come on in,
I'm just saying. It's all the caveats.
Something wrong.
Huh?
You think they're better than Green Bay?
Wild card, bro.
You think they're better than Green Bay?
No.
You think they're better than the Rams?
Cam been smoking too many cigars.
You think they're better than San Francisco?
Can be.
Hoover.
Yes, can be.
You think they can be better than San Francisco? San Francisco was skunked them.
That's
you think they're
wild
better than
card, bro.
Minnesota?
Yes. Stop, man.
Wow.
Dallas and Minnesota?
Minnesota will beat them by 17.
No, they won't. Not with J.J. McCarthy, bro. Are you serious?
Did you watch
Sam Darnold? Probably. J.J. McCarthy.
Cam, you don't think they're better than the Vikings?
By 17.
Cam, they can't stop anybody. They can't stop anybody, Cam.
It's just you can't be a playoff team and have a bad defense. Not even
I understand
a terrible defense.
But what week is this, man?
You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
What week is this, Dan?
It's only week 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Only week 3.
You know this caveat in the NFL. It's not about who's most talented. It's about who gets hot at the right time.
Who are you going to bank on that defense to improve on?
Can I tell you something?
Over Minnesota?
Let Stephen A. jump in. Go ahead, Stephen A.
By the way, Cam, just so y'all know, it's first take. Whether it's sooner or later, I'm going to get in my question. So you can try to avoid me. It ain't going to work, okay? I'm going to come back with this question to you again, Cam Newton. If you had a defense like that behind you, you'd be confident you're a playoff team?
Yes, but listen. Don't do that. Don't do that. What did we say week 1?
Lies.
Hold up. What did we say week 1 in regards to Jalen Hurts and the Dallas Cowboys? Hey, they may not be that bad.
Yeah, impressed.
Okay, then they followed up with the atrocious outcome in New York Giants. Okay, then followed that up with this.
And
they're well and capable. They're well and capable, and that's all I'm saying. When you start getting guys to understand, like, hey, bro, I don't have to do 10 other people's jobs. I just have to do my job. And that's what you have in Dallas. You got guys that's trying to overcompensate. Bro, just do your job, bro. I'm seeing miscommunication, blown coverages, bad technique. That comes down to you just doing your job. When those guys do their job, now you allow guys like Dak Prescott, hopefully CeeDee Lamb can get back healthy. But these guys is not doing anything like – they're just playing bad defensive ball. When they figure that out, then that's where we're going to go.
Stephen A., final word.
Well, I'm so glad and touched that you're so confident that they'll figure that out with a rookie head coach, okay, and a defensive coordinator that used to be the head coach in Chicago and got ran out of town yesterday. I'm so glad that with the combination of Brian Schottenheimer and Matt Eberflus that you're so confident that these mishaps, this miscommunication, this discombobulation, and anything else you want to throw into the equation is going to be fixed, Cam. Bravo to you. It ain't happening. Defense is trash.
I've never been.
And they're going to lose next week to Green Bay as well.
I've never been a Dallas Cowboys fan. Let's just throw it out there. I was not a fan of the hire of the head coach. And let's just throw facts. But when you watch Dallas play, it's like, Dak, smart, not conservative. Don't turn the ball over. The first drive, they had motion, Dan. The guy made an unbelievable play, stripped him from, from running the ball. That was a chunk play.
Yeah.
Okay, then you got the ball. You got the guy putting the ball in jeopardy. I don't like that Dak. I don't like that Dak. Dak, reel it in, big dog, and just play the style of football that's going to allow other teams to feel that you're there. That's it.
Yeah, I know we got to go quick. Yeah. Here, the only thing I'm going to say with that is this. Number one, he can't, because their defense is going to give him 30 a game, so he's got to score 35. 2, The Bears in the third quarter ran the ball 11 straight times against this defense, said, stop it, and they couldn't.
There it is. Well, you know what? We're coming out the gate hot on a Monday morning. Cam bringing the energy, Daniel bringing the energy, Stephen A.
This is one of the most pathetic takes that Dan Orlovsky has ever given on that.
Wait a minute.
You got to be you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. With your knowledge of football. Listen, I'm not playing. Come on, Dan. You know what? You've forgotten more football than most people know. You saw how bad Dallas's defense was.
Yeah.
In the first half alone, you've got a situation where Caleb completed passes 65 yards, 41, 35, 31, and 29 yards, all in the first half. What about the flea flicker that DeAndre Swift threw there? He threw it up to the damn stands, for crying out loud. Caleb Williams had time to call his honey, order Uber Eats, sit up there and take a phone call and all this stuff before the ball came down in his hands, and then he threw it down to Luther Burden III. Okay, come on, man. You saw that. You have no pass rush whatsoever. You only got 4 sacks over the 3 games. The back end of your defense, your secondary, one miscommunication after another. You've seen all of this. And we're going to sit up here today and you're going to tell me, listen, I'm happy for Caleb Williams. The brother's got skills. I believe in him. I believe his future is bright. But I'm just talking strictly about what you saw yesterday. You going to sit up there with a straight face and say that was about Caleb Williams instead of a defense that looks absolutely positively horrible. Last but not least, total defense 30th in the NFL. Scoring defense 28th. Pass defense 31st in the NFL. Sacks per game, they're 29th. Third down defense, they're dead last. The Dallas Cowboys defense is awful. Absolutely awful. You know it. I know it. Anybody with 2 eyes sees it. And as a result, we got to sit up there and look at what the Dallas Cowboys, where they're going to go from here and what they're going to be able to do. Last but not least, before I pass this to Cam. And D.O., I definitely want your take on this as well. Cam, I think what transpired yesterday with CeeDee Lamb is damn near a fireable offense. To line him up in the backfield and give him the ball on a running play. He's not Debo. He's not built for that, y'all. He ain't Cam. That's like that's damn near like taking D.O. and putting him in the backfield and say, go ahead and run the damn football. That's not his game. You're paying this man $136 million and he's got a high ankle sprain because of that? Oh, come on, man. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all know I don't. Okay, go ahead.
It's an embarrassing comment by you.
So I'll say this.
Embarrassing?
Go ahead, Cam. Go ahead.
It's hot in here.
It is. It's a little hot.
I like
y'all coming out the gate hot. Y'all coming out the gate hot today.
Stephen Anthony, I like where you at. Okay, let me unpack this or try to unpack this. First and foremost, with a guy like CeeDee Lamb, you have to find ways to get him the ball, no matter what. I mean, in the backfield and punt return and kick return and as a quarterback and wildcat, it doesn't matter. He's that dynamic of a player that you have to get him the football. And understanding this, Stephen A., anybody with 2 eyes, well, fortunately and unfortunately, I have 4 eyes today, and I saw what you saw. The Dallas defense is a Travis Shan mockery. I mean, it's one of those situations that it's Trayvon Diggs, like, bro, who is this? He's like a shell of himself. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, it's like he's slipping and falling. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
I'm falling.
Can't get up. I see where you at, bro. I see where you at. But understand this, though. The DBs, it's like the miscommunication. And we've seen these things happen in nauseum over the last 3 weeks. Okay, first week, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had somewhat of a good game, but not anywhere elite. Russell Wilson the following week, and he's playing like, let Russ cook. Easy, big guy. He gonna give you one. I told you he gonna give you one. Third week, you got Caleb Williams, and it's like, yo, Caleb Williams needed that type of performance for the fan base, for the coaching staff, and most importantly for himself to see that he can play at a high level. So I'm with Dan O when he says a professional performance. Yeah. And in this league, you have to perform when you need to perform and when it's favorable for you to perform.
Yeah, so, and that's my thing. So in regards to the Caleb thing, and this is why, Stephen A., it's outrageous for you to go, well, it's about the Cowboys defense. One, we knew the defense was bad going into it. We've seen it, okay? So then the question was,
we saw the Bears be bad too.
But CeeDee Lamb got hurt. So the Bears were at advantage because it was only George Pickens. It's about Caleb Williams. Because one, and Cam knows this, when you as a quarterback and the defense makes a mistake, do you make him pay for it? Yeah. He did that. And then two, are you making mistakes that are hurting your football team, which we've seen Caleb do, which we've watched him do when it comes to you're making it too hard, you're trying to do too much, you're not playing. Yes, Stephen A. Take away the flea flicker.
No.
Okay, then he's going to be 18 of 28 for 230 yards.
Listen, you know what? You can't have it both ways.
Yes,
you can't have it both ways. You can't sit up there with your iPad, dissect this stuff on a big screen for First Take, Get Up, Sports Center, and every NFL Live and everybody in between, teaching us about football the way that few can, okay? And then all of a sudden, you want to engage in selective amnesia because you want to fawn over the latest quarterback, Mr. Quarterback Lover. That's who you are. That's who you are. And the bottom line is this. Excuse me. The question is, when you're talking about Caleb's performance, more about him or than the Cowboys defense. The Dallas Cowboys defense is horrific. No pass rush, no secondary, can't stop a damn cold. And you're telling me that we're going to sit up there and ignore the fact that Caleb Williams, again, who I believe in, who will progress, who has potential. I love the kid, and I think he's got a bright future. I believe in him. But he sacked 68 times last year, okay? He was getting sacked thus far this year. What happens against the Cowboys? He didn't get touched. Like I told you, he called this lady. He sat up there and called Uber Eats. He took phone calls. He was doing everything back there before he threw a damn pass because he sat up there looking pretty. Y'all are quarterbacks that I'm talking about here. How often do you see a cat have that much time to throw the football in the pocket? You saw it. Where was the rush? Where's the pressure? You ain't got no pressure. You can't defend the pass. Come on. Come on, Dan.
Okay.
Listen.
This is your problem.
Go ahead. What's my problem? What's my problem, Dan?
Style that he hasn't done in the NFL on a consistent basis. We're looking for development out of the dude. Caleb. We've seen him make jaw-dropping plays.
I'm not taking anything away from Caleb.
So when
I'm saying the Cowboys defense, that's the bigger story, how awful they are.
No, it's not. We know their defense is awful. We knew from the moment they traded Micah, it was going to be bad. This was the opportunity to watch Caleb play and continue to develop playing in a style that he hasn't played in. And also, this is coming from the guy that was skeptical about it. This was coming from the guy that said, take Jaden over Caleb because I like this offense. This was coming from the guy that was skeptical.
Let me help you out.
About the Ben Johnson and Caleb marriage.
Look, go ahead.
Let me help you out. It would have been a bigger story. It would have been a bigger story if the Cowboys defense looked decent and Caleb looked bad because we would have been wondering about his future if he could have do something against this defense. But the fact that he was able to do what he did in the first half alone, looking at Dallas's defense, you're like, damn, this is worse than we thought. That's all I'm saying.
So I think, with analyze, I'm in unfamiliar territory right here. Usually, I'm like mitigating, do I do it?
See Cam, he's sitting there, he don't know what to do.
I love where we at, though. I love where we at. But I would say this. The thing about Dan's point is, I think everybody wanted to see growth.
Yeah.
And steps to say, okay, you're a first pick of the draft pick.
Yeah.
Hey, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Hey, are you making are you turning in a direction that's getting you closer to positioning your team to say, okay, we got us one, and then we can build around that?
Yeah.
Well, there's times where Caleb is in a position where it's like, hold on. Is this a bust?
Yeah.
And this is coming from a person that I've challenged him last week on my own platform by just saying, hey, bro, let's change the narrative. We don't worry about the fingernails and, you all the semantics that makes you unique and Gen Z's leader of, free spirit. Like, man, hey, bro.
Look at that, Cam.
Hey, dog, can we come down to
y'all see how open these people are?
That's cool.
But that's Stephen A. But you got to make
defense is bad. We know that the defense is terrible.
you got to. But that's why, he's got to make the plays and the throws. He's got to see it the right way, get it out on time, and do it in structure. But if we walked out of this game and he has the same stat line, and then 5 or 6 of those plays are him running around, holding the ball for 9 or 10 seconds, making some of these draw dropping throws, I'd be like, it's not going to carry over.
Yeah.
But this was
I guess my
operation.
point is, who can't make those? Look at how wide open these people are.
God,
Go
you
back to the
go
highlights,
wide,
please.
you
There's
nuts.
nobody in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at them.
I think the
There's
follow-up.
nobody there.
The follow-up will be, how do you bounce back after success?
Yes.
With Caleb. Now, to Stephen A's point, I'm with you, bro. The bigger story is, okay, Dallas, we have to find some type of solution in the defensive front. Okay,
Look at that.
We have not had any sacks in that game. No rush whatsoever. And on top of that, we have doggone defensive coverage mishaps. I mean, those are things that's already things that's going against you. And on top of that, the offense is turning the ball over. That's not a recipe for winning by a long stretch.
Let's transition to the Cowboys side of things on a macro level. Owner Jerry Jones was asked if he feels like Dallas is still a playoff team based off of what he saw this